Okay, it's recording now. Hold on, stop moving, Elias.
You broke it. I'm gonna say that's your intro right there.
Welcome to Between the Sheets with your host Karla
and Elias.
Ooh, that was a better run than the first one, I want to say.
I know,
I think I like
we're
that
getting
one
hang of
more.
it, guys.
We'll get more comfortable. If you guys haven't watched this before, or you haven't watched the first episode, because this will be the second one, we are currently pulling questions out of this Master Chief hat and answering them for you. We are doing advice segments, is what we're doing.
Yes. So Between the Sheets is meant to be like an advice column, relationship advice,
Sex.
We're trying to
Friends.
be like more sex positive and being open because it's something that we've noticed has been a problem with like talking to friends and stuff like that, and with
Yeah, like we're your friends, and if you want to talk to us about sex, you can always talk to us.
yeah, we believe in like being open about your preferences and everything so that we can have a more inclusive world.
Yes,
right?
now with that said, let's dig right in and pull out a question.
That's what she said.
How soon do you discuss what's allowed in bed/sex after establishing sex will be had?
And in parentheses, ha ha ha. So I've met this person and we decided that we're gonna hook up.
Yes.
How soon?
I want to say just about almost immediate.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Alright, here's the thing about me. I don't know about you. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I've been told, right, days ago, during like maybe the first episode, that I am very, very forward apparently. Like I'm direct.
Yeah.
So I'm of the mindset that I'd want to let you know what it is I'm into, and then you can decide whether or not that's something you're into. All right, for example, right, like a little light choking never hurt anybody, right? But what if that's not what you're into?
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to clarify too, because sometimes you could be misunderstood.
And I know there are some of you out there who are like, okay, well, just learn through experience. But that's the thing, is I don't want to put my hands around your neck and freak you out. You know what I mean? Like that's just. Like it's a thing I'm into, but the moment that my hands, like, just imagine if like stirring, they're reaching out.
Yeah, but there are also people who are like, I've experienced and I've heard many other people experience where they've like said that they like a particular thing, but not exactly. Like let's for instance say like choking, and like the other person will take that as like choking them out, and that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just like light, like you're
that's why that's why I have to add light.
Like hands on them, fine. But you have to clarify that off the bat, and I think that should happen if it's a totally new person or you're just hooking up with this person. I think that should happen immediately. But also do it like in a fun, sexy way.
How do you do it in a fun, sexy way?
So like, but don't do it seriously.
You're just like, by the way, at some point I'm gonna put my hands around your neck. I hope that's okay. How do you even? I don't even know. I feel like half the time if I'm sleeping with like a new person, the first time around it's very vanilla for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like
I mean,
don't.
That's a good. Yeah, but I mean, some people just like they want to get straight to the point.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a one and done kind of deal.
To be fair though, I am terrified absolutely 100% of being accused of something I did not do.
Yeah.
I have this irrational fear, and you could, I mean, I guess it's not that irrational, because you could argue that it happens a lot. There's always like one person, I mean, in those moments, you're alone with another person. God only knows what they could say you went ahead and did. Consenting to something is very important, and I think I'm of the mindset that you should always talk about what's going to be allowed and what is not going to be allowed as quickly as possible with
for the
someone that you're
safety
going
of
to be
both
into.
you guys, because and to enjoy it. Like if there's something that you don't enjoy and the other person does, and they're just gonna think it's fine because in their history it's always been fine, but you're like very adamant that it's not something you're into.
Right.
I think you should say that off the bat, like, or else you're gonna have a terrible fucking time, and you don't want that.
And that also, that's another thing. I think it's important that you pointed that out. Sex is supposed to be fun, guys. All right? It's supposed to be a good time. Like, what better way than to communicate with the other person what you do and do not like? You don't want to go in there and have a bad time with it. Yeah. And then there's always someone who tells you like, oh, they didn't do this or they didn't do that, and I enjoy this and I enjoy it when they do that. But what's wrong with offering like a what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, tell the person.
Get your hands in there.
Yeah, exactly. Tell them if say, you know what I hear a lot. I honestly, and it always kills me when I hear it. It seems a lot of guys ignore breasts. How is that even a thing? Like that baffles me. I would imagine that's like not, right? But it seems that there are a lot of dudes who do that, and I would think in order to enrich that experience, wouldn't you just tell them like, please fondle my breasts? Like, do I really have to ask you that way? But if I do, can you? I mean, they stop ignoring.
Please.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Here's the other thing. I was also gonna say, I don't understand why there's such an issue discussing what is and is not allowed during sex when literally some parts of sex are sticking like a person's genitalia in your mouth. So what, you're telling me you can go in and do that, but you can't beforehand have a conversation about what is and is not allowed? Come on, guys, sit down, please. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Like even that should be discussed. I think.
I guess.
I mean, like everyone has their preferences, and like everyone has their sense of normalcy in that situation. So I think it just should be clarified before that.
I agree.
Like before you get into it and get them down and dirty.
Another question.
Yeah, okay. Funniest sex stories. Share them.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Do I have one?
Okay, I have a funny sex story. It was terrifying at the time, but it's funny when I think about it now. Some time ago, in a galaxy like far, far away, I was trying things with this one girl in the shower once, right? And as we're fooling around, I guess
shower shall not be named.
Yeah. So we were showering and we were feeling adventurous, both of us. And I guess both of us decided that we were gonna try anal in the shower, right? And already I'm like it was, I wanna say maybe it was like our second. It wasn't really like, we were fairly new to the entire experience, so we weren't entirely sure how to go about it. And because of it, things were not, I guess, like done right, and there was some misfiring in terms of communication. As I was trying to penetrate, right, she passed out. She just passed out, and I had to, mind you. All right, so I've always been scrawny, and I've never had that much upper body strength. And this person just absolutely faints on me in the shower as water's hitting their face, and I'm panicked. I'm absolutely panicked because I don't know what to do. So I pick her up to the best of my ability, and I carry her, mind you, naked myself, just balls naked. I'm carrying her balls naked with actually I draped a towel over her, and I like carried her into the room as best as I could and put her on the bed. Panicked. And I'm in high school, so I'm like freaking out because I'm like, either she died or like I'm not gonna be able to get her up in time to go back home before her parents find out. Like this is, I don't know what to do now. I'm kind of like just like, please wake up. Like, please wake up. I'm like, hello, please, and I'm freaking out. I'm panicking, and finally she comes to and she's like, what happened? And I'm like, you just fainted. Like, I don't know what happened. I just carried you out of the shower before you drowned under the damn shower head and put you in bed. And I don't know what to do. And she's like, I'm okay, I'm fine. I'm like, do you want water? What do you need? And I was freaking out, trying to like, make sure she was okay. But I think I want to say that's the funniest story I have that comes to mind right now. But at the time, it was not too funny. At the time, it was absolutely terrifying. Terrifying. Panicked. Absolutely panicking.
What about anal? Like, you have to
be careful. I promise you, it's scary.
And use a lot of lube.
Well,
With you.
But
okay. But also, you ease into it.
You do ease into it. I'm aware that you ease into it. Alright, it wasn't, okay, it's not necessarily that I wasn't being,
do your research.
Yeah, do your research.
Yes, no, 100%. Do your research. I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm saying it takes a lot. Alright, look, if you don't know what you're doing, that act, especially with someone who hasn't done it before, or someone you... Did she know? She knew that.
Yeah, she knew. We were both trying for it. The thing is, like, neither one of us realized how much force it was going to take for me to penetrate. You know what I mean? And that's what led to sort of like, I guess, that reaction. It was too much at the time, and she just fainted, passed out.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, there's always been like an ongoing joke that she had an off button in there. And I hit the off button.
It was the Death Star, like. This is the end of our second episode. Thank you for sticking it out with us. If you like this, you know, share it with
please share it with your friends, like and subscribe. If you guys have any questions that you want us to answer on the next episode, go ahead and comment down below, and we'll read them. We'll cut them out, put them in there, Master Keith.
We'll also post our Twitter handles here somewhere.
Yeah, or in the description down below, because honestly, mine is complicated. It's not complicated. It's just stupid to spell out. Yeah. So
you can tweet questions at us on Twitter.
Yes. We should come up with a hashtag. We'll come up with a hashtag. We'll have it for the next episode.
Something at random. Yeah. Okay, for the next episode. But we'll just choose a question at random if we even receive any questions. If not, we're gonna pick out whatever's left here in Master Keith.
We'll have more. Don't even worry about it. We have a ton of stuff to talk to you guys about. I can go on for hours.
Yeah.
So.
We'll also talk about anal, and we'll post those links down there if you want. Yeah, the research, guys. Extensive
research. Please research it before you try it with anybody. All right, guys. See you. Bye.
Bye. Shut up.
Yeah, stop giving it away, man.
Stop
telling
giving secrets, bro.
Open your mouth, man. Just shut your fucking mouth, bro. You're being fucking loud, dude.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Just shut your
fucking ruining this shit.
Shut the fuck up.